Okay, hi everybody. Thank you so much for having us today. I'm Azakami, a part of International Digital Strategy team at Tokio Marine Holdings. I'm quite delighted to be able to moderate the session. And just a little bit of context here. With the international travel demand rising back again, I suppose recently global travelers require more than just emergency coverage. And they would like quick and easy, digital first, seamless access to travel healthcare. And for that, we have put together a fantastic panel here of leaders who are at the forefront of such transformation, delivering real impact, right, across insurance, digital health, and technology platforms and all that. And we really would rather not turn this into like each company's sales pitch session. So let's just right away dive into the discussions that we would like to have. But before that, shall we do a quick round of the self-introductions? Just very simple one, your name, role, and just one thing you'd like to do to reshape the travel healthcare experience. Can we begin with the Efrat?
Hello, nice to meet you. So my name is Efrat, and I'm the Chief Revenue Officer of Air Doctor and one of the founders of the company. And the one thing I want to change, I was traveling with my family and my daughter was sick. It was a while ago, and it was a really bad experience. And I hope no one will have this experience anymore, and they will have a solution to find the doctor and to get the best medical solution easily and digitally.
Thanks, Efrat.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm Eran, co-founder and CEO of Ledgertech. And the one thing I would like to change in the travel industry is to make travel insurance embedded. I don't know how many times I've seen people at airports at the last minute remembering that they forgot to have travel insurance, sitting on their mobile phone trying to buy, and trying to embed insurance into our daily digital journey will solve this problem because they would just have it as part of whatever they purchase.
Thanks.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Alan, COO of Tokio Marine Asia. Very excited to be here today. And from an insurance perspective, we're seeing for the travel healthcare, insurance is really bringing together a number of different parties together and really becoming the care orchestrator. So bringing insurance to the insured as well as the, medical providers so that they do have a seamless, integrated, real-time ability to get healthcare. And for insurance, I think that's a very exciting proposition that we're seeing. Thank you.
Okay. Hi, good afternoon, everyone. So I'm Tommy, co-founder and deputy CEO of Qoala. So what we want to achieve is we want to enable, a variety of digital travel insurance product to serve different needs of the travelers, right? Whether it's to do with the medical or inconvenience kind of needs.
Excellent. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. Then let's get started because we've got like a few topics to go through as long as the time allows. So the first one, let's begin with the our travelers' perspectives, shall we? So how do digital solutions like AI platforms, digital health and all that improve access to the healthcare services? And where do you still see like gaps or unmet needs in that space? Maybe can we have Efrat to take our views?
So I think that there is a lot of room and space for improvement in the travel space. So for example, people, they don't know where to go and how to find a local doctor. So they just go to the hospital and they spend many, many hours just for a minor injury or a headache or something. So with Air Doctor, they can easily see all the doctors around them and book the appointment with the doctor. And also AI really help us to avoid fraud. We see that people can overuse the travel insurance and go to unnecessary treatment, and using AI will help us analyze and prevent fraud. I have some very nice example. We work with one of the big Japanese partners, and up until starting to work with us, in order to go to a doctor, you needed to go to the hospital, fill a form of 6 pages, very small letters, and all kinds of different information. And then the hospital needs to fax it to the insurance company in order to get approval. And then it needs to be sent over mail, not even email, to the traveler. So it's a very long and expensive process. And with our doctor, we just took this big form, transfer it to a digital form of like, I don't know, 3 up to 5 fields, and that's it. So there is a lot of room for improvement in using all the digital solutions that we have.
Wonderful, with such concrete case study as well. Thank you. Can we also maybe hear from the Tommy as well, from your perspective?
Yeah, so I feel, you know, like the AI, health tech, insurtech solution will definitely enhance the experience for the travelers, right? I think especially if they are traveling in the countries that they are not too familiar with as well. So, you know, by having access to this kind of platform, this will actually give them a faster access to the information, faster access to the consultation, and in some cases, even treatment as well. And I can see, you know, like in many of the cases, the speed of getting treatment, getting this kind of information is especially important, right? Because in some cases, this can actually turn into something quite fatal as well in case of the medical emergency.
Yeah, indeed. Thank you. We certainly, take advantage of the digital technologies to make it a bit more accessible to travelers. Yeah. Thank you. So I guess, with the panel here, we collaborate, right? So it is basically all about collaboration to create seamless travel experience, I suppose. So how do partnership, work out nowadays, amongst key stakeholders? It could be technology solution providers, insurance companies, and brokers. Maybe can we have the view from the Eran?
Sure. I think that in order for this to work, there need to be a seamless integration, and there need to be a business value to all involved parties. And this is what we do here, where on one hand, we make the whole process of creating new digital travel insurance products really easy and really fast, integration with the existing core platform of the insurers, integration with the medical services like Air Doctor provides to the customer, and making the whole purchase process really straightforward. So people can change the pattern of consuming insurance from having to think about it every time they travel to have it almost integrated. So, for example, integration with mobile operators, which is another kind of technology integration. So, you get travel insurance with your mobile phone, and all you need to do is travel, and that's it, you're insured. So these are some of the examples that I could think of.
Excellent. Thanks, Eran. Can we also hear from our Ellen as the carriers' perspectives?
Okay, sure. So I think with embedded insurance, a lot of this is becoming invisible, but it doesn't mean it's not there. It's really providing the cover behind the scenes. And with technology, it's bridging a lot of the gaps that we've seen in the past. So it's removing a lot of the inefficiencies and providing that seamless, perhaps real-time cover as well for all the insureds. And in a way, it's really giving these people the coverage at the point of need, so that they do get the cover as and when they actually need it. And I guess from an insurance perspective, we've seen this perhaps opportunity really grow over the years as well, as I guess digitalization has really expanded among various countries around the Southeast Asia region in particular. But I guess the insurance solution perhaps has been quite stagnant over the last, say, decade. But now with technology, I think we can really leverage the access to the insureds so that we can link up, whether it's a medical providers as well as themselves, whether it's through like technology from the eSIMs that we mentioned or other ecosystems. And with AI, like what we've been talking about, I think it's really providing opportunity so that we can actually leverage a lot of the data so that we get better insights to have preventative solutions, not just in terms of providing care as and when necessary. So various different opportunities for all different partners to come together for the benefit of the whole ecosystem.
Yeah, thanks, Ellen. I think you put it very well. We get a lot out of the, we can get a lot out of partnerships and collaborations. And I think we are doing very well with time. So maybe, yeah, Efrat, if you could, yeah, provide your view as well.
Yes, I think following what Alan just said, the insurance companies wants to be more than just payers. It's not that you have a claim, we will pay you and that's it. They want to give you a service. They want to become your partner, not just a payer. And having services like AirDoctor, like embedded, like Ledgertech, all kinds of different services helps the insurance company become more in strong relationship with the travelers. For example, AirDoctor, we are offering cashless and claimless. So for the traveler, it's amazing. There is no out-of-the-pocket money. They don't need to pay. They just go to the doctor, get the medical service, and continue with a business trip or vacation. And for the insurance company, it's amazing because instead of improving the claim process, we just eliminate the claim process. They need to pay us once a month, and we are paying the doctors. So it's a win-win situation for everyone. And this is all based on technology.
Yeah, thanks, Efrat. Maybe some follow-up questions, as I think we are doing really well so far. So for the partnerships to work out, you mentioned like win-win, right? So like what would be like key success factors for the partnerships to work out? If you could, yeah.
I think the way I look at a solution is to be a win-win-win. So it's a win for the traveler because they know what to do, where to go, very simple, no out-of-the-pocket money, and they get the best medical service for them. For the insurance company, they save a lot of back-end effort, and they save a lot of money because all the pricing are pre-negotiated. We have online guarantee of payment and everything. They can use video consultation instead of going to the hospital and spend 24 hours in the hospital and do unnecessary tests. And for us, of course, it's a win because we are using our network of doctors. So this is the way we would like to conduct business, do a win-win-win situation.
Thanks for painting a picture. Appreciate it. Perhaps, yeah, Tommy, from your perspectives, yeah.
Yeah, I think from my perspective, obviously, partnership is very important here. I think all of us here today, we are solving different problems, right? I think health tech, insurtech, even the industry player, we are focusing at the different kind of issue. We are providing a different kind of solution. We are also, some of us are focusing on the more developed market. Some of us are focusing more on the developing market. And obviously, the type of challenges that we face can be very, very different. And probably, like as an insurtech or as let's say, as an insurance company as well, I think from what I see, we can build a very good claim interface, right? But, having the capability to actually work together with the health tech and to enable this kind of access to the local provider will be a game changer, right? I think this can give a much better experience for the travelers when they are traveling to the countries that they are not too familiar with. But I think vice versa as well. If I looking at the travel healthcare as well, I think in many occasions, like let's say in case of medical emergency, you probably have access to the hospital, to the local provider, and so on. But the travelers may not necessarily have money, right? Because it's emergency, right? And the travelers may not necessarily in the good shape to actually say, here's my credit card, I want to pay for the guarantee and so on, right? That's why I think insurance here will play a very important role as well. And obviously, together with Insurtech, how we can also create a more seamless kind of experience together with the travel healthcare company as well, right? Yeah, so that we can serve this kind of like necessities.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Yeah, let's move on to the next topic. It's about data. I think we have heard a lot about like data utilization. How can we possibly leverage that, right? For instance, to achieve personalization, etc. And yeah, I think maybe the question would be, what roles exactly, do data or real-time insights and all that, play in improving the like travel healthcare experience? For that, maybe can we have Alan for your view?
Okay, sure. So I think for data, it definitely has a tremendous amount of value, perhaps transformational. So data is really like the oil in the ecosystem. And when we talk about digital ecosystems, it's really just a network of like data generators and data receptors. So in this kind of network of data, data itself is actually live and interactive. So we call it perhaps interactive data as opposed to, say, transactional data, which perhaps insurers are much more familiar with. So with interactive data, what we're seeing is the value is it's actually real time. It can be shared. And the value, in addition to all this, is there's deep insights that can be gained. And with interactive data, it's really about how we can maximize the value of what's actually happening in real time. It's not really about just trying to quantify a risk from past data. It's actually right now, with this data that's flowing around in the ecosystem, how can we actually make the most of this particular instance? And for healthcare providers and insureds in a healthcare travel scenario, it's really about whether we can minimize the risk, as well as if there is potentially a claim, then how do we actually match the claimant or the insureds with the best possible solution? And with digital technology, it's really about providing that seamless, frictionless, and real-time cover at that point of need. So data itself is actually completely different to what past traditional insurance products are. Moving into the future, it's really about how we can optimize and have that best possible solution for the insureds. So the whole concept is actually more about the customer, which is insured in this particular example, at that point in time. So data is actually really the fundamental aspects, bring everything together.
Thank you so much, Helen. The same question for Eran.
Well, I think that utilizing data has different advantages and purposes depending on who is the target audience. So from the traveler's perspective, it's about being more predictive, understanding where he is, providing data about potential risks, analyzing flight traffic if we know which flights are taking, and letting them know if the flight is delayed, and providing, let's say, a voucher, access voucher to the lounge, and so on, to provide, let's say, better experience. Same goes from the healthcare perspective in terms of recommending the right doctor based on the right location, etc. From the insurance company, I think it's about being able to price better and being able to be more competitive, not only with, let's say, personal travel, but also with corporate travel, where we have, let's say, integration with travel CRM solutions. So when a company is doing a group travel insurance policy, then we can know exactly the actual consumption, and based on that provide, let's say, a better proposition. And of course, in terms of risk management, having the loss ratio reduced by applying solutions like AirDoctor, because if you look at the number of I'd say the number of claims that are below $1,000, I think that's the majority of the claims. So you don't only provide a better customer experience because you save them time and agony from going to the ER. You also look at it from the insurer's perspective. You save a lot of money, which would go to hospitals for unnecessary services. So I think it's kind of a win-win-win situation here.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Can I also ask the same question for Tommy from Qoala's perspective? Because obviously you've got a lot of partnerships ongoing from travel space.
Yeah, I would say personalization definitely is the key, right? I would say to enhance the customer experience. And when we're talking about personalization, the access to data is very important. And I think the good news is, I think most of the industry that we see today, most of them go digital. And obviously there are many tech companies, many innovators as well. They are creating many innovative digital solutions as well. And I think with this actually enriches the kind of data set that companies can use, right, in order to serve the customer better. I would say in the context of the travel, one, by having a better access to data, from the healthcare perspective, you can provide a faster diagnosis, right, a more accurate kind of diagnosis and a better consultation as well. And I think from the insurance perspective, this enables you to create even more tailor-made product, a more personalized kind of product for the travelers. Because in the end of the day, every travelers have a different needs. I think some of them are traveling with the family, some of them are doing a business traveling, some of them are traveling more to international, some of them are doing more on the domestic travel and so on. So I think depending on the needs, we can also create the insurance product that are more specific. Right? But obviously, when I'm talking about data, one of the main challenges is always about the compliance to the local regulation as well. And I think even in the developing market like Indonesia, I would say in the past few years, there has been many new regulations that come out about the data privacy, what kind of information that you can actually keep, what kind of information that actually you can store within your database, like let's say as a tech company and so on. And when you are talking this on the global level, obviously every kind of like countries have a different kind of regulation, and this may be one of the challenges that need to be considered. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Tommy, for illustrating the power of data, the potential despite the challenges, regulatory perspectives as well. Thank you. I think it's been a great discussion so far, and maybe as a kind of wrap up, since clock is ticking, I would like to ask each of you for one key takeaway for the audience, like something that you believe in along the way, something that would reshape the travel healthcare solutions experience. And yeah, can we start with the Efrat?
So I believe that the world is going through having everything digital. I know my kids, they won't call anyone. They will die in the street and not call anyone. So everything needs to be on a digital way, having the ability to text, to communicate digitally. So we will need to find all kinds of solutions. And the AI is becoming very, very strong. If you look on the young generation, they are all using AI for everything. So we need to focus on making the travel industry very seamless, very smooth, having people traveling and feel safe. They know that they have the best medical solution with them. I'm always imagining like having my doctor in my suitcase, because I now know that I can travel safely, people traveling a lot, and even going to, there are a lot of expats and travelers and business travel. So you want to travel and have peace of mind, and solutions like a doctor will enable you to do that. And it's all, of course, based on technology and digitalization. So what I want to achieve, that everyone can travel safely, and they know if they need a doctor anytime, anywhere, we are here to help.
Thank you. Thanks, Efrat. Amazing. Eran.
I think that the use of AI is going to start taking more and more place in the way we consume insurance. Travel insurance also, but not only travel insurance. And we see it even today, both in the underwriting process, where travel insurance is relatively a simple process, but instead of having to go through an underwriting questionnaire, you would just chat to an agentic AI bot and explain where you're going and what you need, and you will get the right coverage for your requirements. Claims handling in the case of travel insurance, I think doctors are sorting 95% of it, but we'll see in other insurance products where, again, you'd use more and more AI. And of course, in the orchestration of core insurance products where you use a co-pilot rather than having to write code or having to tweak existing products. So that would be my 2 cents.
Amazing. Thank you. Ellen.
Okay, so I think to summarize, I feel like the future of travel healthcare is here. It's really being perhaps disrupted by technology as well as reordering of the value chain. And the real benefits are the consumers as well as all the other participants in this ecosystem. So I think it's exciting times for everyone. The pie per se is growing, and there's enormous value for all the participants. And insurance, like I mentioned, it's really a care orchestrator, bridging perhaps the service providers as well as, I guess, the insureds, leveraging technology, bringing everyone together. So as insurers, I think we're very excited about this potential.
Excellent.
Yeah, so I think same thought process here as well. So I feel like AI would be super important, right, in enabling this kind of personalization to provide a better product services to the end customer. And I also feel like partnership here will be extremely important, as we discussed just now. Because in the end of the day, by having this kind of joint capabilities combined together, we can provide a better product and services to the end customer.
If I may, I want to add, like what you said is true, because the big insurance companies, legacy companies like Tokio Marine, they're doing very well what they do, and the small startup companies, it's like the big elephant and the small fly, but it can really help and make the progress for the big insurance companies. So really the partnerships are key to success.
Totally agree. And I think that concludes our panel session here. And thank you so much again for our panel speakers, and for the audience. I hope you will leave with some takeaways which are meaningful, and please enjoy the rest of ITC Asia. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.